Good morning, ERUCC family and friends. We want to welcome you to Cooking with Amy. Today we're going to make artisan bread just in preparation for our worship centers on Sunday, and if it works out well enough, you can do this again for your communion bread on May the 3rd. But Amy assures me this is such an easy recipe that even I can do it. So, welcome to Cooking with Amy.
Oh, okay, Barbara. I've pre-measured some ingredients for you. This is really easy bread. We're going to take 3 cups of lukewarm water. It's tap water. I let the tap run for a bit, and we're going to pour it into our bucket.
Okay, that I can handle. That's pretty good.
Okay. I've also pre-measured 1.5 tablespoons of yeast and 1.5 tablespoons of coarse or kosher salt.
This looks like the yeast, yes?
Yes,
Okay.
that's yeast. Barbara did text me and ask me what yeast was yesterday. She was just joking, though.
Okay, the yeast is in there.
Yeast is in, and the salt.
And the salt. Okay. Wow. This is very easy.
We're gonna go to Barbara now.
Okay.
You're more interesting.
Oh.
Then you're gonna stir that around a little bit.
Hey, folks, look at this cool tool. I never saw one of these things before. Is there a name for it?
I call it my bread stirrer.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a technical name.
That's pretty cool. That looks impressive. That really looks like you know what you're doing when you
doesn't
use one of
stick.
these.
That's the
Okay.
best part.
Okay, so this
Okay,
is stirred.
Barbara, that's easy. Now I have pre-measured 6.5 cups of unsifted, unbleached, all-purpose flour. You're gonna dump it in all at once.
Okay. So what's the difference between sifted and unsifted?
Sifted flour has more air in it, I think.
But we
It
don't
just
need all that air
we
for
don't-
this bread?
no.
Okay.
Then you're just gonna stir that around, Barbara, until it gets difficult, and then you're gonna use your hands.
Which I have washed.
Super easy. This is a no-knead bread. That's usually about where I get my hands involved. Do you want some gloves?
Who's going to eat this?
No, I mean,
We're going to eat it.
it bakes, so it
Oh,
doesn't
so
matter.
that when it bakes, doesn't that take some of the?
Yes, it does.
Should kill some of the stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
I should have rolled up your sleeves.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look at Barbara go.
Okay. No, you can't see this too well, but Amy's trying to prove a point that this is very easy.
Even
So-
Barbara can do it. This will make, usually when I do this, I can get 4 loaves.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Depends on what size you want. We could do one big one if you want.
Maybe once I learn how to do this, I can make a big one for communion next week.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good. Okay. How long do you play with this dough?
You just want to make sure there's no flour pockets in there. So
Okay. What do you think?
I think it looks pretty good.
Okay.
This is what. And then you just want to rub your hands together, and you can get most of that off.
Okay.
Then we're gonna let it sit for a couple hours and rise.
All right.
You can do this at night and then cook it in the morning too.
Bet that's what my great grandmother did.
Yep. And
So-
I will have a link to this recipe in the Thursday Thoughts. too.
Okay. So, from Amy and I, we will let this rise and we'll bake it and then we'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Well, we're back baking and cooking with Amy. And look at this. Wow. I can't believe that rose. How long was it rising? 2 hours?
2 hours.
2
almost
hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
Time.
So now what do I do?
Okay, Barbara, we're gonna take a lid off. See how airy it is?
So it's important that the lid is on, right?
Yeah, you could use a lid or you can use plastic wrap,
Okay.
but the lid is good because we
Okay.
have it. Then we're gonna sprinkle. No.
No, you're doing the work.
We're gonna sprinkle some flour on top here,
Okay.
Then we're gonna divide this, we're gonna puff it down and divide it into 4 pieces. So, here Barbara, why don't you dig your hands in there, grapefruit size, maybe go in with.
Do I mix up the flour or
No,
doesn't
you're
it work?
just gonna kind of go in and grab like a grapefruit size piece.
That doesn't look big enough. Is that big? No.
No,
need a
you
little
probably
more?
need a little bit more.
Wow.
There, let's.
Okay.
That looks like a good amount.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna pop in here and grab another one.
Okay. Oh, we can't turn this without getting
No, you
everything
can't.
dirty.
I'm gonna have you add a little more flour to this.
I'm trying to get Amy in on some of this.
Okay.
Okay. So here's,
I'm gonna sprinkle a little.
you can look at
flour
our
on
product more than our faces.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do I do with this?
Basically, you are going to. It's
Here,
really
Richard's in there because
sticky.
you
Okay.
let them see the pro.
You want to fold it under. Just keep folding it under. I should have brought more flour. Grab some more flour for your hand, sprinkle it on. And then grab, basically you just keep folding the dough under. You can even pop it in there. Pop it in here to get some more flour on it, Barbara.
Okay. How come mine doesn't look like yours?
Because you don't keep moving your hands like that.
Oh, not so.
Get some more flour on it.
Okay.
You don't want to add too much flour, but I just kept folding it under, folding it under, folding it under. And then I come up with something that looks like this. It's a nice round shape. And then we're going to put this on a baking pan, cover with parchment, and let it sit for about 40 minutes to do its second rise.
Okay, so that's Amy's. Look at Amy's and look at mine.
Barbara's.
So this is supposed to be easy, Amy.
That's okay. We're going to fix Barbara's
Okay.
in about a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right.
Okay.
We'll
there
be
we go.
back.
We'll be back.
Okay, Amy helped me fix mine. See, I was having a little trouble because my hands are kind of sticky with stuff. So she was showing me how I needed to add a little flour. I wasn't quite getting the under motion here.
It's a gentle rock.
The gentle rocking of the bread going back and forth. So, okay, now we're ready. We're gonna put this on a pan.
Yeah.
Is this ready?
Here, let
You
me
wanna show?
grab a pan.
Okay,
We've got it just a regular pan
just a regular
with
pan.
parchment.
See, the problem is my
Barbara's
sticky.
very sticky.
But I needed to show you what it's really like. I had to be honest about it.
And then we're gonna let this rise for 40 more minutes and we'll come back.
So we're back with baking and cooking with Amy. And so this was what, an hour we let it sit?
We let it sit for 45 minutes.
45 minutes. And now Amy has said that I need to put a little flour on top of these. Just like this?
Perfect.
Okay. Is that enough?
Good. That's good for now.
Okay.
And then you're gonna take the serrated knife and cut slashes in it. No, not down, across.
Like this?
Yeah.
All the way?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this way?
Do another. We can do it a couple different ways. Some people use
It's a little sticky.
It is sticky. You can also dip the knife in it, like.
Oh, so that's
Sorry,
a good idea.
I should have put this down.
Amy, we want to
Okay, that's
demonstrate
good.
that it's
That's
easy,
good, Barbara.
even for someone like me.
Just gentle, like a gentle touch, yeah. And then just one that way. Perfect.
I'll put a little more flour on here,
Yeah.
on the knife.
That's perfect. My filming is very bad, Barbara.
Okay.
So we've got an oven that's been preheating to 450 for a while. We're gonna pop these in the oven with there's a pan in the bottom of the oven. You can use like a broiler tray. No. Go ahead. Like a broiler tray. And once we get these in the oven, we're gonna put 2 cups of water in the broiler tray. It'll moisten the air in there and create a really thick, nice crust.
Oh, cool.
Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Ready?
All right. So we're going in the oven.
We have a great oven at ERUCC. Vulcan, the best.
So
We'll put 2
Two
on
in there?
here, and then the big
one that's going to
mother
take a long
one
time.
that's going to take a while, we'll put
It's
on top.
Okay.
And then we need to get some water. You're going to have to edit this, Barbara. Should have had this ready. Look at our beautiful kitchen. Okay, and we're going to put this water in the tray that I have at the bottom. Ooh, hear that? That's gonna make a nice crust. There we go. Set the timer for 30 minutes, and we'll see you in 30 minutes.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Delicious.
Delicious. And here we are.
Here we are, look.
This is very good. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Barbara.
And so,
Enjoy.
enjoy.